hats, as was said earlier, but tonight
This is a
I'm
pastor
coming
from
to
Pittman.
wear the hat of Shirley's favorite son-in-law.
Oh, that's right.
Truthfully, she's the reason that I'm here tonight. She's the reason that I've been a part of
I went to
Moms
Shirley's.
Demand Action, and I'm hoping I
I
don't
went
cry.
to Shirley's
Sorry.
funeral in October. She really.
She was seriously the best mother-in-law, like literally, hands down. And one amazing mom. A powerhouse in Moms Demand Action.
She was. Wow.
She's no longer with us physically, but she is here in spirit.
Wow.
The impact that she has made, the legacy that she has left, the work that she has done relentlessly will ripple for years to come. She's not a victim of gun violence, but a fierce gun violence prevention advocate. She fought hard, tirelessly. She kept her Wear Orange pledge all the time. That's her last picture on Facebook, her profile, with her shirt, sign, and her orange ribbon. She committed herself to working and helping to bring about common sense gun laws, making this world a safer place for all people. She knew another world was possible, a place where it talked about in the book of Isaiah, where weapons will be made into plowshares, into garden tools. That's a beautiful place where all creation will live in shalom. That's a place that I want to live, a place where I want to be. And she knew that we did not have to continue living in a world that's plagued by and addicted to violence. So I'm here tonight to share a couple lessons that I learned from Shirley over the years. There's many lessons I learned from Shirley, but a couple that I want to share with you in this short time. The first is the power of the invitation, inviting others to join in the work. Like I said, that's how I got started in this work. It wasn't on my own initiative. Shirley kept saying to me, you need to get involved. And so she wrote me in one of the first marches in Camden for Wear Orange as a saying a prayer. And I didn't think I should do it because I wasn't confident enough. But Shirley's like, you'll be fine, just join in. And she did that with the other kids and grandkids in the family and nieces and nephews, and some of them are over here now. But she was always bringing people alongside of her, because the thing is that this work isn't meant to be done alone. We're meant to do it together, to bear it together. So she brought people along. She had students at Urban Promise Academy in this work. She elevated their voices so that they could be heard. Even at the state level, these kids were heard because of what Shirley did, inviting them into this work and into this battle. There is power because there's more people, there's more voices. More voices, more votes. The power of the invitation. And I'm not sure I should admit it, but I don't live in Camden County. I'm from Gloucester County right now. So, but there's not a strong Moms Demand Action present down there. So I've had the opportunity to share with quite a few people this week about the work, and I've invited people here because of Shirley first inviting me. We had a prayer vigil on Wednesday night, and I was able to talk to multiple people saying, you should come and be a part of the work that Moms is doing, the work that every town is doing. The other thing that Shirley was really good at was encouraging people. As I said, she encouraged me to be a part. And she encouraged others, saying, use whatever gifts you have. Use your voice, because you can make a difference. You can do it. Use the gifts that you were given. If it's creative, if it's singing, right, Sarah? You can sing. And so these two lessons leave us with the fact that we're not alone. That we have each other, that we have others walking alongside of us in this fight, in this battle. Others who can grieve and mourn with us when we need to grieve and mourn, as we've had to these last few weeks, to be angry with, right? Because we're pretty angry too. It's not just grief, we're really pissed off. And so we can...
Yeah, that's right.
Also learn how to take that grief and that anger and push it into action. Because we can do nothing, but we need to do something. We can hold each other up, and it's so beautiful to see so many people here tonight knowing that we have a group in our corner, people that believe in this, that we can end gun violence. And so the challenge that I leave you with, and the challenge that I think that Shirley really left with the way that she lived, is to first start to invite people into this work as well. Invite your neighbors. Invite people down the street. Invite others. Start the conversation and get other people involved in this work. We need more people. There needs to be more people involved. You know, if it's working, writing postcards or letters or making phone calls, going to events like this, or holding signs on the streets, there's work to be done. And the next one is introduce yourself to someone new tonight. We need to learn each other's names and get to know each other and learn who we're doing this work with so that we can be stronger and better together. Thank you. May God bless you all, and may you all be a blessing to each other and others. Peace.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sue Analik. I'm a local group co-lead for South Jersey, and here with me is my partner, Kathy McGeehan. So we lost not only Shirley, but we lost another valuable member of our team, Hugh O'Neill, and we want to remember him tonight. He passed away last November, shortly after Shirley. He was an awesome data lead who always went above and beyond to be helpful. Like so many of us, Hugh was angry about the current state of gun laws in our country and wanted to be the change to make our lives safe from gun violence. His anger fueled his enthusiasm to find his voice through phone banking with GunSense Action Network. His skills as a systems analyst were the perfect match to assist us with data collection. Hugh, we miss you. We miss your funny, kind, and gentle soul. So let's honor Hugh's memory with taking action. And I'd like to call on Kathy now to talk about Shirley.
Shirley was an extraordinary volunteer. She was a tireless leader. I'm only here because of Shirley.
Me too.
I'm a nurse, so I was bothered by the gun violence. It impacted me in many ways. I went to a meeting in Collingswood at the library where I met Shirley.
That's where I met her.
That night, she made me feel comfortable. She gave me a job, and she roped me in. This is what she did. She was amazing. I watched her work the room. She connected with everyone. She had that gift. She could truly talk to anyone. Her passion was very evident.
She was very
She made it
quiet.
look so easy.
Yeah.
This isn't easy. That's why she told us to keep going. I'd like to share a quote with you that kind of sums this up for me, and unfortunately it's anonymous. If you want to be somebody really special, be yourself. That was Shirley. I worked with her in Camden, and we developed partnerships with different organizations and people in the city. We would meet once a month. We really enjoyed it. One of her favorite partners is Cure for Camden, and we felt that it would be a really fitting way to remember her and Hugh and to honor them by making donations to Cure for Camden. And in case you haven't heard about Cure for Camden, I would like Malik to come up and tell you a little bit about it. He's one of the hospital members.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Abdul Malik Jackson. I'm a supervisor at the Hospital Violence Intervention Program. This is a program that is based out of Center for Family Services in partnership with Cooper Hospital. Center for Family Services came up with an idea that we needed to do something different than what we had previously been doing in the community to assist with gun violence. And so part of that idea was to gather individuals who are credible messengers and go out in the community and transmit a message of change. And so the idea based off of violence being sort of like a disease or a virus and how it's transmitted from one person to another, we were put in place to stop that transmission. And so probably for the past 8 years almost now it's been, we have been working diligently in the community. Recently we were given the opportunity to go into the hospital and work with individuals who were victims of gun violence. And so that gave us a different perspective to actually see the effects of what's happening directly after it happens. So not just hearing the stories, not just seeing people in the community, but actually seeing the victims and figuring out what their needs are and how can we stop it. So oftentimes we do a lot of talking, but you don't necessarily get to see the people, what's actually happening to them, what they have experienced and how change can happen. So after the news leaves, after the media frenzy is over with, and after everybody forgets, you still have these individuals who have these wounds. You have family members who have experienced these traumatic events. You have the victims who have experienced these traumatic events. And so part of the program that we work with, particularly in the hospital, is working with those victims, working with the families, and then also working with the community. Kathy spoke about Shirley. Shirley had a big impact on our program. She kept us going when a lot of people wanted to write us off, and Shirley wasn't having it. And if you know anything about Shirley, when she gets something in her mind, she makes it happen. And so I want to thank all of y'all for allowing us to come out here and give me 1 minute, 2 minutes of your time. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So if you'd like to support this movement, Cure for Cancer is under the Center for Family Services. If you go to their website, you can make a donation in memory of Hugh and Shirley and keep the good things happening in Camden. Thank you all.